criminal. The new Jedi will rise.
Supreme Leader, I take full responsibility.
Criminal.
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Geekman here, back at it again. Today, we're here for Fraud Analysis Part 4. But before we get started, like I said in the other videos, if you see a character from a series you're not all the way caught up with, do not engage with the video because this will contain spoilers. Our first one up is Aki from Chainsaw Man. This entry is inspired by a tweet that called him a potential man. Basically because he never wins any fights and he says he's gonna kill the gun devil, which, as you know, never fucking happens. And pair that up that he never heavily contributes to any major battles, I can see why somebody would think he's a fraud or a potential man. But with that being said, no. He's not a potential man because there was no potential to begin with. He is the opposite of a potential man. His future gets worse. And he's not really a fraud. I guess you could say his intro with the Fox Devil made the audience assume that he was gonna be like a heavy hitter in the verse. But if you know anything about the bum devil, you know how ass that contract is. And it's unfair to say that he's a bum because he's not given the weapons to fight properly. He's stuck with the fucking bum fraud devil. The curse devil, I don't really know what it does. I mean, I know what it does, but I don't know what it did throughout the entire series. I don't know when we see it. And then the future devil just fucks with him, so he's not really given anything to fight with for real. Aki is such a weird character. He's so ass to be a potential man or a fraud, but he's too hoed to be called a bum. But yeah, Aki isn't a potential man, fraud, or a bum. He's just very hoed by the story and the setting that he's set in. Next, we got Crocodile from One Piece. This may be me overstepping a little bit because I haven't fully caught up with One Piece, but this nigga's fight record is insane. Let me get it straight, big dog, big time. Let me get it straight. You fought Whitebeard, you lost, which, you know, it's cool. It's Whitebeard, but you know, you go to Alabasta and then you lose to Luffy? What is going on here, Gangy? What happened? This is like if Jogo fought Kashimo and then proceeded to lose against Season 1 Yuji, but I still don't think he fits the description of a fraud. He's actually the opposite of a fraud. We expect him to be like a jobber side villain, but he ends up being more important than we thought. And I wouldn't say he's a bum because he beat Luffy. And I heard that him being washed in Alabasta is supposed to be intentional because of his loss against Whitebeard. But it's still kind of crazy that he lost to pre-time skip Luffy. So this one comes down to 50-50 on whether or not you give him grace for losing to Luffy, which is one of the most outrageous cases of plot armor in anime history.
You're an interesting man. Scotland.
Next one up is Kang the Conqueror. He was supposed to be the Thanos for the multiverse saga, but due to behind the scene events, he was scrapped. But regardless of real life events, the way they set up his character for somebody who's supposed to be the main villain of this saga is pure incompetence. His introduction in Loki generated a lot of hype with people genuinely excited to see him hit the big screen. But then Marvel HQ hit a whip it and decided it was a good idea to put him in an Ant-Man movie. So our scary, ooh, scary, ooh, scary, oh, I'm so scared, he's so powerful villain has to fight fucking Ant-Man. I can see why it started to go downhill. But then the trailer came out, it wasn't too bad, you know. Ant-Man was getting his ass beat, so we had expectations that Ant-Man was gonna lose in this movie. So Ant-Man was gonna lose in this movie, right? Right? So Kang the Conqueror lost to Ant-Man, the main villain of our multiverse saga. He lost in his first debut. His first debut against a superhero, and that superhero's Ant-Man, and he lost, so Yeah. Why did they do this? Why did anybody like agree to this? This is so stupid from a writing point of view. Why did you let the main threatening villain of the entire saga lose to Ant-Man? It could have been like Thor or Hulk or somebody, bro. At least somebody powerful. And before somebody says,
The end credit scene, look how expendable he is. It's supposed to show how expendable he is and how it doesn't matter how many times you kill him, he's always gonna come back.
and yeah, you're right. That's a great concept. That is very in line with the character of Kang the Conqueror. But none of them are intimidating since one of them was able to get taken down by Ant-Man. So how hard would it be if we had all the MCU cast fight all of them like they did Thanos? What they should have done is have him fight somebody strong like Captain Marvel, Doctor Strange, Thor, Hulk, somebody powerful, and have the battle be a struggle for the powerful character, and have them after the fight be like heavily damaged with their fight with Kang. So then when the post-credit scene shows up, now it's like, oh shit, these niggas are strong. But have them get tackled by a bunch of ants is just not it. But to make this short, MCU Kang the Conqueror is a potential man, fraud, and a bum. He's a potential man because he could have been a great main villain for the multiverse saga. He's a fraud because we expect him to be the main villain of the multiverse saga. He is no longer. And he's a bum because he lost to Ant-Man.
I'm an Avenger. I've called the other Avengers.
You're an Avenger. Have I killed you before?
What?
They all blur together after a while.
Have I killed you before?
And the smartest man alive, Reed Richards of the Fantastic Four. Hello, Stephen.
Next up is Mr. Fantastic from Multiverse of Madness. This one's gonna be short. His fraud allegations stem from the fact that he's the smartest man alive, yet he hold his team so badly that he makes Zaza look like flats on Overwatch. Because when one of the most powerful superheroes in the Marvel Universe comes to your doorstep, why the fuck would you reveal your hand?
Wanda, Black Bolt could destroy you with one whisper from his mouth.
What mouth?
I'm the smartest man alive, Reed Richards.
Why the fuck would he say that? There was no way that was accidental. Black Bolt must have been fucking Sue. And actually, thinking about it now, the whole Illuminati is a bunch of frauds. Why would Black Bolt's first reaction to realizing his mouth is closed is to scream? And then I don't know what the Captain Marvel did. The Captain Marvel, I think she got her powers absorbed and a fucking brick fell on her. I don't know. It just fought her. And then there was Captain Britain.
I could do this without.
Goodbye, my nigger. Back to the lobby.
Yeah, these niggas are ass. Go ahead and pack them up.
This fierce machine which you have built, upon which we stand, will bring an end to the Senate, to their cherished fleet. All remaining systems will bow to the First Order, and will remember this as the last day of the Republic.
Next one is General Hux from the sequel Star Wars trilogy. His fraud allegations come from the fact that his character deteriorated over the time the secret trilogies went on. In the first movie, he was somewhat of an intimidating figure, being on the same footing as Kylo Ren. He also gave one of the best speeches in the entire Star Wars franchise, and had the potential to be up there with Thrawn or Tarkin. And then the second movie came out and they turned him into a punching bag.
General, Supreme Leader Snoke is making contact from his ship.
Excellent. I'll take it in my chambers.
General Hux.
Ah, good. Supreme Leader.
Like, seeing the difference between how he's treated in The Force Awakens versus how he's treated in The Last Jedi is mad jarring. And then they kill his character in the third movie by making him a spy because he doesn't like Kylo Ren that much. I get it, they wanted to do like a hate relationship between these two. The resentment was being set up in the first movie, but I feel like they started to drag it at the end. They don't even do much with his spy arc. He doesn't have no final confrontation with Kylo Ren, he just fucking dies. I'm not saying that his hatred for Kylo Ren is what ruined his character. Like, it would have been cool to see that his resentment towards Kylo Ren conflicted with his ambition, and the two clashing with each other would have caused the First Order to implode. But having him act like a man-child when the character was presented differently in the first movie is jarring to me. But yeah, in all, he's a potential man, fraud, and a bum. Potential man because he could have been a great character up there with Thrawn. Fraud because we expect him to be a cool military figure, but instead he turns into a joke, and bum because he is a joke. What a tragic ending to this character.
That lightsaber. It belongs to me.
Come get it.
Next up is Finn. His fraud allegations come from the fact that Disney race baited the hell out of him. I remember being 7 years old watching him fight Kylo Ren, and I thought he was gonna be a Jedi along with. But those black hands don't never touch a saber outside of that first movie. It's not even the fact that they made him force sensitive in the movie, then dropped it later. It's the fact that they made him force sensitive in the first movie and then hinted at it at the end. So you knew there was something that was supposed to be there, yet you still left it aside. Fuck you. Like, this character got done so fucking dirty. Because how do you bait a straight relationship? Because there's no way a non-racist mind looked at the relationship building between Finn and Rey and thought it was a good idea to pair her with Kylo Ren. And then they also hint at Finn loving Rey at the end too. Why would they do that? Just shut the fuck up and leave the storyline dead. Why keep bringing it up if you're not going to do anything with it? So in all, Finn is a fraud because his character is obviously supposed to be set up as a Jedi who falls in love with Rey, but I guess that was too much to do for a black man. I never really realized this, but Finn is written like a typical female love interest, mainly obsessed with the main character but barely as a character themselves. For the start of our JJK section, we got Toji Fushiguro. He doesn't really have fraud allegation, he has bum allegations. His bum allegations stem from the fact that he kind of started the entire events within the JJK series. If he didn't kill Rico, then Geto wouldn't have turned evil, then Geto wouldn't have died in JJK 0, then Kenjaku wouldn't have gotten his body, and then they wouldn't be able to plan Gojo's ceiling. But I think there is a crucial part that people are forgetting. If the Zenin clan wasn't mean to Toji, then Toji would have become an assassin. And if Toji didn't become an assassin, he would have stayed with the Zenin clan. So when Yuki came to study him, they could have solved the problem of cursed spirits. So really, these bum allegations fall on the Zenin clan. But he still is a bum. He slept house to house with women and gambled away all his money. Bum ass nigga. Next up, we got Angel or Hana. This one is a really interesting one. She's supposed to be the opposite of Sukuna, yet she gets bodied every time she tries to fight him. And Hana fell for the porn level performance that Sukuna put on. But I feel like it's unfair to call her a fraud because she's not really the right person to inherit Angel. Her mentality is really her downfall. It literally led to her getting her arm ripped off by Sukuna. But God, her fumbles are so painful. Failing to kill Muguna, Sukuna fucking climbing Jacob's ladder in Shujinku. Oh my goodness. Please, somebody, Yuta, take the controller from her. This is like your girlfriend being ass at Marvel Rivals. Would you call her a fraud or a bum? She's just too kind-hearted and inexperienced in my opinion. So this is 50-50 on whether or not you give her grace because of her personality, or a fraud because she fails being the vessel of Angel. Next we got Mahito. Mahito's fraud allegations come from the fact that he failed to kill Nobara, which in turn makes his kill count look less impressive, with him only killing civilians, Junpei, Mekamaru, and a half-dead Nanami. With that being said, he has the most strongest curse technique in the entire series. You cannot kill him. The only two ways you can kill him is 1, you can hurt the soul, barely anybody in the verse can do that, or 2, you exhaust him out his curse energy, and his curse technique immediately kills you upon touching his hand. He also pulled off the 0.2 domain expansion after seeing Gojo use it once, which is a level of skill we have only seen from one person in the verse. And to top that off, he's the strongest curse spirit in the series, and his mentality made Sukuna smile.
Them tears, bro? Come on, bro. Gotta get you together, boy. The interception. I wasn't even playing. I was wiping your tears off, bro. Bro, where you going, bro? Where you going, bro? Bro, you're trash.
People keep talking about Kashimo top 3. What does he do against Kenjaku? Like, what arguments puts him above Kenjaku? Yeah, I don't even think I got Kashimo in my top 5. Could he even beat Yuki? You know, it doesn't even matter. He gets that ass beat by Deborah. But anyways, that's it for the video. I still stand with my conquest take from the last video. If y'all wasn't blinded by the TikTok edits, you would have seen what I was saying. Literally, all of your arguments are pure biased.
Oh, the only reason why he lost Invincible because he was cocky.
When has that ever stopped us from calling somebody a fraud?
Oh, he's the strongest though. He's the second strongest Viltrumite.
You just saw me slander fucking Kashimo. What are you talking about? And then with the false equivalencies.
Oh, by that logic, then Battle Beast is a fraud.
No, Battle Beast fought Thrag.
Oh, by that logic, then Toji's a fraud.
No, Toji fought Gojo. Like, just stop. You're trying to sound smart. Stop. And then the fucking season 3 warriors coming into the comments. Brother, we're talking about the comic. Relax. Jesus. Yeah, I keep saying,
Oh, he could have killed everybody. He would have been a problem for the entire superhero on Earth. He would have been such a problem.
like, yeah, could have and would have. I wish I would have saw that, gang. I wish I would have saw him do that instead of fighting Invincible and losing twice. Imagine me in Thrag's shoes. You send your strongest warrior to fight and he gets clapped 2 times. But yeah, man, that'll be it for me today. I'll see y'all boys later, man. Peace. But